Hola! I want to tell you guys this message really quick. Okay, so I want you guys to know that yes, God can still bless you in the midst of a warfare. Okay, most people think that when you're going through a warfare, it's like when you're going through a warfare, it's kind of hard to look forward to something positive. It's like when you feel it in the moment, it's like, oh my gosh, I don't think this is gonna happen for me. I don't think God's gonna be there for me. You get what I'm saying? You can be blessed in the midst of a warfare. I'm gonna give you some examples, okay? For example, let's just say that you're going through warfare. You may have lost all your finances and resources, and you're like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I'm going through warfare, and then all of a sudden, you know, a check that was owed to you from a workplace that you forgot about hits your bank account. That's a blessing in the midst of a warfare. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's just say that you may have been going through a warfare with your kingdom husband or kingdom wife, and you may feel like no one loves you. A lot of trauma has been coming up, and people were probably doing spells on you, magic on you, and all of that. And then all of a sudden, God blesses you with an engagement when you least expect it in the midst of that warfare. Okay, it may even be as simple as, let me give you an example for me. Like when I go on vacation, whenever I go on vacation, I post about it. There's a couple of evil witches that end up, doing work on me to try to ruin my vacation. So this is an example of being in the midst of a warfare, but still being blessed. Like I'm still able to enjoy myself. I'm still able to have a good time, even though I know I'm in the midst of a warfare. Even though I know at nighttime I can still feel the attempts of the magic. I can still hear with their attempts. I can still, you get what I'm saying? But it doesn't hit me. It's kind of like I'm still in the midst of a warfare, but I'm still being blessed at the same time. Do you get what I'm saying? You guys get it? So I want you to know that just because you're in the midst of a warfare does not mean that God is not going to bless you. Your warfare does not validate, does not dictate the blessings that God has upon your life. You have to remember that, yes, God can bless you in the middle of a warfare. Anything can happen, okay? Why do you think I tell you guys all the time, being the children of God, we're going to always need deliverance, because we're going to always be crucified for God's name, for God's sake, because we're his children. The devil really, really dislikes us because we serve God. Do you see what I'm saying? So you have to understand that there's going to be days where you're completely blessed. There's going to be days where you're breaking down. There's going to be days where you feel like you want to give up, and then when you feel like you want to give up, all of a sudden God's come through with another blessing. So that's being blessed in the midst of a warfare. Okay, so don't let that warfare, or don't let whatever you're going through right now, whatever you're experiencing right now, make you feel like there's nothing good that's going to come out of it, or that or whatever God said to me can't happen, or it's not close, because if it was close, I wouldn't be going through this right now. No, when you go through warfare, it means whatever God blessed you is right around, whatever God said he's going to bless you with is right around the corner. That's what it usually means. That's why the devil goes so hard, okay? Why do you think when you're about to go on vacation or you're about to travel, you may start breaking out with pimples and stuff? Well, not me, because now I have my skincare stuff. But before, when I used to travel, I used to always be like, okay, I'm going on vacation, but how come now I have a pimple on my face? You know what I mean? And people can tell. Some people can look into you and they can be like, oh, she's about to travel, or she's about to, so people will do things, and sometimes the enemy will use people outside and outside interferences to cause warfare. But God can definitely bless you in the midst of a warfare. So don't forget that, okay? I love you guys. On to the next message. Bye.